old. What got started me boxing was I started since I was 6 years old, Mexico. Then I quit. I quit it when I was 7. And then I got into boxing when I came back in Florida. I met Coach Chino. From there we came to this gym. And then that's how I met Coach Tito. That's from John 316 and 17 boxing. I chose Coach Tito Ocasio because it inspired me how he worked with other people, and I want to try how he worked with me. I liked it, so I stick with him. Right. God has influenced me every day because he gives me strength and helps me go through stuff when I need it. He helps me through fun times. When I need him, he helps me, he always protects me, and those kind of stuff. I came to John 316 and 17 boxing gym because Coach Tito Ocasio has faith in God. Because he has faith in God, that inspires me to fight for God. It gives me an opportunity to see where I'm at in my boxing career. This is an opportunity to fight other fighters from different countries and give me more exposure in the boxing world. And hopefully I can find more fights so I can have more experience under my belt with tougher opponents. Other kids my age to learn about boxing and to also learn about God. I hope that my exposure at least one person to God.
My name is IIarraza. I'm 26 years old. I'm from Puerto Rico. I am an amateur fighter and I fight out of John 316 and 17 boxing gym with Tito Ocasio, my trainer and coach.
Well, when IIarraza first came to the gym, to John 316 and 17 boxing club, he wanted to be a fighter and he wanted to be a champion. A lot of people, you hear that a lot from fighters. So I want to give them a chance to see if they're real or not. A lot of people come to the gym, but they don't last. So this man not only trains hard in the gym, he works in the street cutting grass in the heat, in cold weather. He's a hardworking man. He proved to me that he's the champion that I've been looking for. I have an honor to make some champions in my career, and he'll be my next champion. And I know he's gonna be a champion of the world eventually.
Yes, I started boxing about 4 years ago, maybe 4.5. I always liked the sport of boxing. I just never had the chance of work on it. So, being at a gym that I feel comfortable, that also introduced me, like not just boxing, it's just a sport, but you can, I just don't come to this gym to train, but it's a gym that believe in God, and just by us going to every places, we represent God all the time. So that's one of the main things what I like this gym, and I just like to keep training and being a boxer in this gym. I have won, I had 19, about 20 fights. I have 14 wins, 4 losses, and I had 6 championships. Right now, with only 20 fights, 19 fights, I've been accomplished a lot that a lot of people have been able to accomplish in this short career as an amateur champion. So, married, I've been with my wife since high school. 9 years, about 9 years together. We had a baby girl. She's a special girl. Yes, my daughter is 18 months old, so she's getting bigger, and it's a blessing. But God has always been there and supporting. Like without God, we've been able to just been through what we have been through. So I work really hard. Come every time out of work, coming here, train really hard. Go back home and spend time with my wife, and just it's a consistent work, and just it's a lot of dedication just to have and be in this sport. So
IIarraza is a strong family man. He loved the Lord, he loved his wife, he adored his baby. He got a special baby, a gift from God. and he got an amazing family. He's a family man, and I respect that. I respect that from him. He trains hard, but he also take care of his family, and that's important.
Even before I came to the gym, I had always been a believer. Even since Puerto Rico, I grew up in the church. When I get in the United States, I just kind of separate a little bit from it because of my living situation. But then I found this gym. I found one of the sports that I really like, and being able to just do the sport that you like, plus having Jesus and represent Jesus every time we go and represent and fight is a blessing, and you can ask for more than that.
Well, Angel is a strong man of God. I really don't know his story. God gave him a special baby, a handicapped baby, and a lot of people, they take off. A lot of men, they take off and leave it behind. Now he stood with his family and he fight a good fight. And only God could give him the strength to continue. And right now, the baby is a gift from God. We love the little baby. She comes here and we like to touch her, kiss her. She's a little baby, a little doll. But he got right now, take care of his family, going through what he's going through. His wife, she's going through a lot too. It's not easy to take care of baby. It's the gift from God. It's a special baby, and take care of the gym and his duties.
At John 3:16 and 17, every time we go represent our gym, which is God's gym, we always pray before we get into a fight. We always bring our Bibles. We always pray after we fight, and we always pray for me and my opponent to be come out of the fight healthy and well, and always keeping God in the middle of everything that is happening. And all the glory is for Him. All the championship, everything that is happening is because of Him and His mercy on us.
IIarraza is going to Puerto Rico to compete. United States against Puerto Rico. We understand that Puerto Rico is a strong country in boxing. So it's an honor to compete in Puerto Rico. And Gabriel Rodriguez, my ex-champion, is retired now. He asked me, Tito, let's do a show together. I said, let's do it. So he gives us a chance to give that international status to compete in another country. That's something amazing. So I know he's gonna win. I don't have no doubt in my mind. My guy cannot be beat. And as long as he listens and do the right thing, anything could happen in boxing. But we're going there with attitude to win and take over, win his 7th championship, and from there go professional.
Right now we have the next step, which is going to Puerto Rico and fight international. And after that, we're looking forward to just debut as a professional, have our first professional fight. So I'm looking forward to it. I've been training really hard for it, and I had the best trainer, Arturo, so I can have more than that. Just having that experience fighting international, we just give that backup. So when we go professional, we just have that experience that a lot of people haven't been able to just accomplish just because they're always in the States fighting. So it's an opportunity, big opportunity. So we're going to be fighting for a championship. So that means a lot. It will be another additional championship for my record. So
IIarraza, he's going to represent Christ. In our gym, not all the guys are believers, and I don't push that on nobody. It's a free choice. But he's going to represent Christ and his family and his country.
Every time I have a fight, especially this fight that we're going to Puerto Rico and represent United States, I've been training really hard in the morning. I do my runnings, I do a little workout. After that, I just eat my breakfast, go to work, and at 4 o'clock in the afternoons every day I'm here at the gym, and I spend about 2 hours and a half or so of training. So it's really hard and a lot of dedication that it takes to be in this sport, but it always pays off.